And that is your Rush Block. The time now is 6:35. Now to a story that has been trending over the weekend. A 6-part documentary of singer R. Kelly has a lot of people talking this morning, upset this morning. The list goes on. From decades-long abuse allegations to claims that the singer has been keeping girls locked in his Atlanta home. Let's just say nothing was left out in that docuseries. Let's turn over to Liza Lucas, and you're joining us from the bridge, Liza, with a lot more reaction.
Oh, that reaction heavily coming from Hollywood this morning. We've been monitoring a lot of tweets throughout the weekend and even into this very morning. That docuseries from Lifetime featuring more than 50 interviews, including women accusing Kelly of mental, physical, and sexual abuse. Now, in 2008, Kelly was found not guilty on charges connected to an underage girl. The musician also accused of holding 6 women against their will in 2017. He has not been charged in connection with any other allegations and consistently denied claims against him. John Legend, just one of those featured interviews, he's been tweeting out these survivors deserve to be lifted up and heard. Others like Jada Pinkett Smith also talking about watching it. She watched it with her daughter, Kerry Washington, others. Just the comments just keep coming and coming. You can see another from Chance the Rapper, guys.
Several of those girls allegedly at one point in time being held against their will right here in Atlanta. Most of that documentary has so many ties right here to Atlanta, at least the current situation. And as the documentary said, R. Kelly was kicked out of that house, evicted out of that Atlanta home in Johns Creek many months ago. Look, in the beginning of this docuseries, they talked about how most of the underage girls that R. Kelly allegedly lured were my daughter's age.
Yes.
9th graders in high school. This was a very, very tough documentary to watch for me personally, and I used to be a huge R. Kelly fan, but I'm joining the hundreds in muting R. Kelly. You will not hear his music played in my household.
I was absolutely disgusted after watching all of that documentary this weekend with my parents, with my family, with my sister. To be 14 years old, going to that high school that they alleged he went to, just hanging out as a 20-something-year-old man, absolutely disgusting. You guys have to watch this documentary.
Yeah.
I mean, it exposes so much, and this is only the tip of this industry. From what so many of these actors and these rappers are saying, Neo also said, I'm muting R. Kelly. Tank came out and said, I'm muting R. Kelly as well.
Absolutely.
I'm disgusted.
Well, you talk about being a big fan. My wife and I watched a couple of the episodes. We haven't seen the full series yet, but in one of the episodes that we watched, it talks about as he's under indictment for all of these 21 separate charges, he drops what turns out to be one of his biggest songs ever, and the response still from the public, even though he's under investigation, is just like treating him like a massive star. And my wife said, "Oh my God, I hate to say this, but that was one of my favorite songs." I mean, but yeah, when you hear everyone talking about this in these individual stories, I mean, it's just absolutely just jaw-dropping.
Streams of his music have gone up over the weekend since the docuseries has been out. That's also disgusting, and so are those comments from people defending him. We have to say that he has not been convicted of anything, but watch the docuseries. Where there's smoke, there's fire. I'm just really heartbroken over all of this. Everything that those girls had to go through. It is
absolutely disgusting.
It's quite disturbing.
Yes, and we actually sat down with a local attorney representing one of the families who claimed their loved one is in a sex cult with the singer. And you can actually find that full story, that full video under the entertainment news section at 11alive.com. And to weigh in on this conversation, we really want you to do that. Use that hashtag MorningRushATL. I mean, whew, goodness gracious.